Who?
What happened to Elon Musk?
Nothing. You know, he's upset that he's losing his EV mandate, and he's very upset about things, but you know, he could lose a lot more than that. I can tell you right now. Hey, Elon can lose a lot more than that. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to take a look. We might have to put DOGE on Elon. You know what DOGE is? DOGE is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies, Peter. But Elon's very upset that the EV mandate is going to be terminated. And you know what? When you look at it, not everybody wants an electric car. I don't want an electric car. I want to have maybe gasoline, maybe electric, maybe a hybrid, maybe someday a hydrogen. If you have a hydrogen car, it has one problem. It blows up, you know? So I'm going to give that one to Peter. I'm going to let Peter test it out. The hydrogen cars, and when they blow up, it's serious. They find you 5 blocks away. It's that good.
What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Tuesday. I'm doing well myself. Trump talking about they'll find parts of you. You understand? I mean, if a hydrogen bomb, blows up, they'll find you. In other words, yeah, I'll add and say they'll find pieces of you 5 miles away if you had a hydrogen car. You understand? I mean, and it blew up. That's associated with the hydrogen bomb. I don't want nothing hydrogen. As in their particular situation with their relationship, it has reignited the feud. Trump says he'll looking at deporting Musk as feud reignites. Now see, this just goes to show how much they lie to the American people, because last time I did, I think this story right here, Trump was like basically alluding to saying that they were cool. They was getting along with each other. But apparently not. We might have to put DOGE on Elon, the president said on Tuesday. Wow. Yeah. I guess this is going to get ugly. Just when you thought it died down. Now to get into this article right here, it says, let me get this out of here first. President Donald Trump told reporters Tuesday his administration will have to take a look at deporting Elon Musk after the billionaire reignited the feud with the president over his spending bill. Musk, a South African national and a neutralized U.S. citizen, made several weekend X posts slamming Republicans over the big, beautiful bill, arguing that it was adding more debt. All of it adds more debt, but what do they care? They don't pay for nothing. We do. We pay for all the debt. You know what I'm saying? To continue though, it is obvious with the insane spending of this bill, which increases the debt ceiling by a record $5 trillion, that we live in a one-party country, the Porky Pig Party. Musk posted Monday afternoon. In political terms, pork generally refers to spending in lawmakers continuously. What's that? Continuously. I know I ain't pronouncing it right, but whatever. But here it is, though. The thing is this. Like I said, what do you really care about spending bills? I think it is what Trump's saying about that car. They getting rid of that bill, that Musk wants, the people, to drive these old hybrid cars. I don't care nothing about no hybrid car. Period. I'm from the old school, and I care about good old fossil fuel, gasoline powered cars. Okay, and that's just what it is. To continue though, Trump pushed back with the Truth Social part early Tuesday, claiming Tesla CEO Musk was upset about the bill eliminating the electric vehicle EV mandate, that Elon would have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa. You know what's funny to me, because just as Trump was basically reigniting the situation with ICE deporting so-called illegals, he would throw Elon Musk into deporting him back to South Africa, which is kind of too, on the other hand, hypocrisy. You know what I mean? It's hypocritical because he just brung some South Africans over here that are so-called U.S. citizens now. So why would you? How can you deport? Elon? Which I don't care one way or the other. You know what I'm talking about? Because none of y'all has belong here anyway, as far as I'm concerned. But let's continue. When asked by reporters later in the morning if he would deport Musk, Trump said, "We'll have to look at it. We'll have to take a look." Just say that. This dude's a man. I'm telling you, he's funny to me, but the shit he does when he's serious is not funny. But when you see him, he's just something to laugh at to me. The way he sound when he talk, and everything else, just shit he say. But let's continue. We might have to put DOGE on Elon, he said, referring to the Department of Government Efficiency that Musk previously spearheaded as a special government employee. Musk posted his response to Trump's Tuesday morning comments on X. These dudes, man, I'm telling you, y'all don't make good examples of how Americans are supposed to get along and settle their differences. So tempting to escalate this. So tempting. But I will refrain for now, Musk wrote. Okay? Just ridiculous. Just a bunch of mess. This whole country is built off of, well, we already know what it's built off of, but these people, they don't mind showing their stupidity. You know what I mean? Before other countries. So much to the point to where America's a laughing stock. I don't know if y'all know it, because the leaders are childish. You understand? That's what it is. Let's continue. Trump continued to hammer Musk later in the day as he visited Florida. If DOGE looks at Musk, we're going to save a fortune, he told reporters. On Monday, Musk threatened to fund primary challengers of any Republican who voted on the bill. If it is the last thing I do on this earth. When asked by ABC News about Musk's criticism, the president reiterated that it was about the EV mandate. And he mad about something, but like I said, man, go on with all that old EV shit. I don't even like none of them damn cars, period. Little ugly little cars, and they setting up the little electric stations for them too in the hood. Some people buying them. You know what I'm saying? They're not selling off the shelf. You know what I mean? Off the lot, as you would say. But people are buying them. Me, nah. But anyway, he should have known I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I campaigned on those things for 2 years. I never understand why he did what he did, but he's not going to get his mandate. And he better be careful because he might not get anything else. You know what that means, right? Question. He said, Musk continued to slam the bill on the social media platform, reposting other users who shared his opinion of the legislation with memes and claims that it would contribute to the debt and waste. Okay? The war of words marked an end to a 2.5 week detonate, whatever that is, detent between the president and Musk. Too much arguing, man. But you know what? I'm still wondering, how did Musk get the black eye? That's the the mystery right there. What happened? Why don't he just come out? Nobody's saying anything about that. How did Musk get punched in the face? How he get the black eye? Okay. But to continue, last month, Musk, who had just left his role in the White House, went to X to criticize the spending bill and House Republicans who approved it. And here they go down here. Musk had the black eye right here. It healed a little bit, but yeah. The massive, outrageous pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination, he wrote on June 3rd. Shame on those who voted for it. you did wrong. You know it. Musk kept up his criticism and then turned his attention to the president, posting, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51 to 59 in the Senate." Such ingratitude, he added. Musk spent more than $270 million to back Trump and other Republicans during the 2024 election cycle. Trump took to Truth Social, contending that Musk was upset with the EV mandate removal from the bill and threatened to pull the billionaire's government contracts. That ain't all Musk did, because Musk pretty much said he pretty much exposed that allegedly Trump was in what's that Jeffrey Osteen, what's his name, Osteen, whatever that guy name is, that was found hung in his cell, the island thing. I get him Jeffrey Osteen, what's that but the one preacher, I think his name Osteen too, Jeffrey Epstein. He was in those files, and then Trump got mad, he kind of went ballistic after that. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. There's some ugly brewing behind the scenes with these two. Okay, now, here in conclusion, speaking to NBC News on June 7, Trump said Musk would have to pay the consequences if he chooses to fund Democratic candidates. On June 11, Musk posted on X, "I regret some of my posts about President at Real Donald Trump last week. They went too far after he had a call with Trump earlier that week," sources told ABC News. It is not immediately clear if the two men have spoken since then. All right. Yeah, that's funny. He apologized after he said all these crude, rude things. You know what I mean? These people are tripping. You can't believe nothing they say. You understand what I mean? It's all smoke and mirrors with these folks. And that's just what it is. But in the meantime, in between time, everything is going down. And prices are going up here in this country. And they really don't give a damn about how the American public feel about it. And that's just what it boils down to. What they like childish ass arguments. You see what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it is interesting to watch just the same. But what say you people? Tell me what you think about this particular situation between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And do you believe that Donald Trump will actually deport Elon Musk's ass back to South Africa? Let me know in the comment section. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. Like, share, and subscribe. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.